What jobs exist for a grown man with the mind and coordination of a 13-year-old? Brother is probably lower than 13. More like 7-ish. He has worked at a pizza place folding boxes. He worked at a nursing home folding rags. He delivers newspapers. For many years he worked at a recycling center doing sorting. Right now he is out of work. He is a bit depressed. Misses getting out of the house and feeling useful. Mom has him in a few things, but it isn't the same. Hopefully something will turn up for him soon. In my area there is an ice cream shop that hires adults with disabilities. They look like they have a lot of fun. I'd say factory work. The factory I work in has dozens of totally different jobs, and we're pretty good about customizing based on needs. So even if a job normally requires a person to do X, Y, and Z, if a person can't do Z, we'll just have them do X and Y and move Z to another operator. We have man who has worked here for 25 plus years who has some sort of Bell's palsy condition where his hands shake a ton. He does at least 3 stations around here. His output isn't the same as everyone else's, but that's not always the most important thing. Shelf stocker at Walmart. My mother used to work at a company specifically set up to employ developmentally disabled people like this. To be clear, she wasn't a client, she was a teacher experienced with special needs students. Half her job was material handling, the other half was people handling. They mostly took on odd jobs that had been subcontracted out from other businesses in the area. Their most frequent job was cleaning used, reusable shipping pallets, and packaging them to be sent back to shippers for another round of use. Any job that 14-year-olds already do, like cashier, bagger, stocker, restaurant jobs, especially casual restaurants, franchises, cleaner, most warehouse work. A lot of office jobs are really easy and don't really require much. I'm an accountant. I am very immature and completely uncoordinated. President of the USA. There's a warehouse a block from my house that used to be specifically for the mentally or developmentally disabled. There is a man that works at my local grocery store. He is a very simple man. He is one of the best damn cashiers I have ever had. Cashier work is his flow state. It is on the razor's edge of competence and loss of control. I can see the focus in his eyes when Wall very effectively scans my items, and the careful though that he puts into taking the receipt out of the printer with both hands. And at the end of the interaction I can see a little smile, and I am envious of the joy that he derives from accomplishing such a simple task. Streamer. For an adult with the cognitive and coordination abilities of a 13-year-old, jobs that align with their skills and provide supportive, structured environments are key. Roles in industries like retail, for example stocking shelves, bagging groceries, hospitality, for example cleaning or basic food preparation, or manual labor, for example groundskeeping or packaging, can be good fits. Some organizations, such as nonprofits, sheltered workshops, or companies that value neurodiversity, specifically focus on creating opportunities for individuals with developmental differences. I know a woman in her 60s who has the mind of a 12-year-old. She has a part-time job in a hotel laundry and participates in the Special Olympics. She is happy and leads a full life under the gentle guidance of her caregiver. There are a bunch, and this is not a knock on anyone that does these jobs, as they are all needed to make the world go round. Some manufacturing positions, sanitation, garbage pickup, not the driver, janitorial, stockers, housekeeping, most entry-level retail jobs are not that difficult, labor, basic construction, and so many more. Considering 13 years old is upper middle school, the mentality coordination should be there to do a lot of entry-level positions across the board. I started working at 15 and a lot of my friends started at 14, so pretty close to this level. I don't agree with the exploitation element in that it was a loophole to pay employees less in my area, but the Wendy's and McDonald's in my hometown both had several employees with Down syndrome. They were pretty solid employees. A couple were definitely kinda restricted to custodial duties, but I remember 2 in particular that manned the cash and were actually so funny and cordial, and the actual service was the same as any other fast food cashier who is decent at their job. Walmart. Apparently, president. Bag groceries, stock shelves, hotel housekeeping staff member, but probably not someone who handles undiluted chemicals. Part of a landscaping team. Part of a masonry crew. Contact a real estate developer and see if you can mop and vacuum their model homes for them. Reddit moderator. I have a relative that does data entry. It sounds fairly monotonous, but he enjoys it. He has a few mental and physical disabilities, so this ended up being perfect for him. It's a really tough job market out there. Unskilled labor is getting replaced or just dumped en masse. Teenage jobs that used to be easy to get now draw hundreds of applicants. My mom used to work with people who had severe mental disabilities, and they usually ended up as custodians or factory workers. Maybe a few entry-level retail jobs,